Hey gang, Scott Davenport here. Today's video I'm talking about this bag here, the Airport Advantage from ThinkTank. I wanted to get a point A to point B bag and had some travel last month where my system of a couple of smaller bags kind of cobbled together for things that I had around the studio. It had been working, but it was really starting to become a little cumbersome as my gear has grown a little bit more, and on cases where I want to bring not just my still cameras, but also things for video, I wanted something that would be a little sturdier for all the gear and have one bag for it, so that if I do end up picking up something else along the way in the airport, I have a free hand to carry that in. So the Airport Advantage has fit the bill for me. There are two different models of this bag from ThinkTank. This is the smaller of the two, and I went with that because I want it to fit in the overhead compartment on regional airlines, smaller flights where you may not have as much overhead bin space. And so this has worked out great. The interior is completely configurable. It's got those Velcro padded dividers so you can rearrange them in any way that you want. I was really able to pack in a lot of gear into this. So in the bag, I was able to pack in my two full frame cameras, both with lenses mounted, my filter bag with all my filters and accessories, video camera, an additional long lens, a 70-200. What else went in there? RX0 camera, loom cubes went in there, had a platypod, a small ball head, and on occasion, if I needed to take a portion of my tripod, I could take the ball head off my main tripod and find a place to put it in here, depending on what I was bringing from point A to point B. All of that fit in the bag really comfortably. And in addition to that, you've got inside, these zipper pouches here, two nice big healthy ones for batteries and cables, memory cards, whatever else you want to fit in there. Easy to see through the mesh to know what's in which pouch. And on the outside is a slot for a laptop. I had a 13-inch laptop fit in fine. I think it would hold a 15 as well. And it's padded and on the outside, which was really handy when you're going through security in the airport. They still make you take out the laptop from time to time, even if you've got the TSA pre. I've had hit or miss with that aspect of it for the laptop. Having it in the outer pouch, it made it very easy to access, as well as when you're on the plane. You put something up in the overhead bin if you want to get your laptop out and do some work. It was very accessible, easy to get to, easier than I had in other bags that I use for different purposes. So it holds the gear great. We expect that. It's made by a camera bag company. It'll do your gear right. What about just as a bag, as a piece of travel luggage? Well, it's pretty stylish. I like this finish on it. This is the graphite finish. Stitching is strong. Zippers are strong, they're smooth, they're easy to work with. This little tiny pouch right up on top, this is a zipper pouch here. I found that to be handy. It's enough to fit a cell phone in it, or if you've got change in your pocket, keys, something where you're going through the security checkpoint and you need to empty your pockets. You don't want to leave them in some dish or some random place. You can slide things in that little access point and then get them out really quickly without having to open up the bag and take everything out, or fish through different compartments to get things. So that was all nice. The handles are very well padded, so whether you're carrying it like a suitcase or just carrying it in a vertical orientation, it feels very good in the hand. They're strong. Again, the stitching is really strong. Never had a concern that the bag was going to tear or have any issues with losing my gear, even when I had it fully loaded, and it got to be a healthy amount of weight. Now, the telescoping handle, that's in this little zipper pouch here. So I like that there's a zipper on it. You can zip this up so that when you're putting it up in the overhead bin, it's not going to catch on anything. Let's talk about the telescoping itself. So it's what you would expect. It comes out and it's a healthy length. So I'm about a little less than 6 feet tall, and it was very comfortable for me to use. The torque on it, so as you're going over uneven ground, that was good. Didn't have any problems where going down a curb or up a curb or anything where like a cobblestone street or something like that. Yeah, the bag's going to twist a little bit because that's just the nature of how things work when you're going on uneven surfaces. But the torque on the handle was good. It didn't feel like the bag was wobbly or something was going to fall out or snap apart. So that's all great. I will say I would not carry the bag by the telescoping handle. It's fully extended. If you need to lift the bag and carry it any distance, use the handle itself and just grab that and lift it up, 2 or 3 stairs or whatever it might be. pulling on this, I would not advise that. And if I'm not mistaken, that was actually in the small papers that I got from ThinkTank with the bag saying, you know, I don't advise you to do that. That's not what this is designed for. This is once you're on the ground, wheels are rolling, the wheels are very smooth, by the way, so you don't have problems with that. That's when you're going to use this telescoping handle. If there's one thing that I would like to see improved on the bag, and this is more of a delighter than anything else, is with the telescoping handle, if there was like a spring mechanism where I could just press the button on the top and when it's collapsed like that, it would pop out a couple of inches, make it easier to grab the handle and go. It's not too difficult, but you have to get your fingers in there a little bit and then pull the handle out. And if it could just be collapsed, pop it open, that'd be a delighter. That would be just kind of icing on the cake of this bag. All in all, it's an excellent bag. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to be using it hopefully more and more as long as I get to keep traveling. And I hope you found this useful. So if you're in the market for a bag to get you from point A to point B, Airport Advantage from ThinkTank, really like it. Speak highly of it. It's going to protect your gear, and it's just an overall really nice travel bag. Hope you found this useful. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Scott Davenport, and until next time, happy shooting.